Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an advice to a college freshman video. Before we do that though, I want to show you guys what I'm wearing. So today I'm wearing this really cute top from a brand called K-Lab. Now, I found this at Kohl's, and I'm not a huge Kohl's gal. I don't go there on the daily. But I was strolling through there with my mom the other day, and I came across this section, the K-Lab section, and I was like, Kohl's sells this? They have some amazing pieces at amazing prices, and I highly suggest that you go check them out. I'm just wearing a pair of basic black jeans, and okay guys, the shoes I'm wearing. Are you dead? Because I was dead when I saw them. I picked these up from Target. I don't know if you guys can see the details on it with the pearls on the straps. Oh my gosh. Fell in love, had to pick them up, super affordable. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hop in. So as you guys knew from my first video, I said I am a sophomore in college. And I thought this would be great to give maybe rising freshmen advice. Also, if you're already in college, maybe you can reflect on your freshman year through this video. So to begin, your freshman year of college is going to be the best and most challenging year of your life. Really, it is. It's adulting on another level, and I didn't know that going in, and I kind of wish I had watched videos or found a video on advice to a college freshman, because I would have appreciated it. Even though I think I know everything in the entire world, no, I don't. I wasn't mentally prepared for the year ahead of me. So, first of all, freedom. College is freedom, but that comes with a few precautions. You don't have your parents with you. I mean, if you're living on campus, there's no parents. There's really no adults around. Well, you're adults already. I mean, like chaperones around where you're living. It's mostly other students running like residence halls and things like that. So, freedom. Okay, if you are living on campus and you're living in a dorm, residence hall, whatever, I would say the biggest thing when you're living in one is to befriend the people on your hall. Or if you go in not knowing your roommate, it was randomized, befriend them. I promise it will help you later on, because going in, I knew my roommate, which I was really fortunate to have, but we didn't know anyone else on our hall. We didn't know our suite mates, and we didn't know the other girls. I lived in an all-girls dorm. So the first thing that brought us all together wasn't our first hall meeting. There was a smell in the hallway, and it reeked. It reeked, and we thought it was the sewage, but apparently it wasn't. So we were all congregated in our little hall, and we were trying to call the people to come fix it, and they wouldn't, and people would have to call them and act like they were getting sick and vomiting and coughing and all of this. And honestly, it was just really fun, and we all stayed in one person's room until like 3 or 4 in the morning. And from that night on, like, I knew everyone's name, had their number, and it just felt like I was coming home every time I came back to my dorm. If you take one thing from this video, it would be to get involved. And I'm sure you've heard that a lot. You know, get involved with school, get involved with activities, get involved with clubs, but really you need to. And personally, I'm not someone that just jumps in head first to do something. Like, I kind of have to warm up a little bit before I join an organization or I talk to someone from a club. But fortunately at my school, we had a student organization fair, and it actually happens twice a year. I had always heard, like, people always told me to write your name down and put your email down to random things. Now, I really wasn't all about that, but it was an assignment for one of my classes to sign up for at least 10 organizations, and I think I ended up joining one or two, because I mean, I'm not going to join the equestrian team because I don't ride horses, and I don't know, there was ultimate frisbee. I could have signed up for that. But anyway, get involved, attend those meetings, run for a leadership position. It's really going to kind of push you into being involved with school and being known and making your mark while you're there. This was a huge one for me. When I was in high school, I was so anti going to sporting events. I didn't do football, I didn't do basketball, I didn't do volleyball, I didn't do lacrosse, I didn't do any of it. I wasn't about it. And before going to college, my mom was always like, you know, you need to go to at least one football game. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to until I actually went. It was the greatest thing. Honestly, I thought I was going to be miserable and I didn't want to interact with people and yada yada, but it was like the funnest thing ever. Like, everyone just high fives everyone, everyone screams at the same time, everyone does the same chants, and it's always really fun, of course, when your team is winning, and I don't know, you just feel like you're one with the university. I'm not into basketball. Well, I said that about football too. But I think I would have stood it, so I went. I went to a men's basketball game, and it was so entertaining. And then I went to a women's, and that was even more entertaining. And it was really, really cool because both of our men's and women's basketball team made it to the Final Four. And our women's team actually ended up winning. And it was so fun because our campus was constantly celebrating. And when we would win a match, we would all flood this huge fountain in front of our library on campus and just have the biggest party and the best time, and everyone's hugging everyone. And I don't know, I have never felt like I had belonged somewhere really until then. I felt like I was one with everyone else. I felt like I belonged. I felt comfortable, and I would just want you guys to experience that too. You can be anti-sport all you want, but you need to go to one event and it will change everything else from then on out. When you're living, or if you're living on campus, rooms are typically small, very small. Fortunately, my roommate and I got bigger rooms because of the dorm we were in. Anyway, you need to clean at least once a week. And I'm not a huge cleaner. I like being organized, but I don't like cleaning. I don't like vacuuming or wiping counters down or whatever. But we always designated typically Sunday as our cleaning day. And with that, we also did like our laundry. And I don't know, it just kind of gets you ready and refueled for the week ahead, knowing that, you know, everything's clean, you have a clean slate, things like that. Another huge thing, stay on top of your assignments. It will benefit you later, genuinely, if you get stuff done early, because it's going to start to pile up, and you're not going to want to do it. And then next thing you know, you have 20 different assignments that you haven't done yet that are due the next day. And as you do it, your assignments along and along. You're gonna have a little bit more free time to do things, and it's just the worst feeling knowing that you have to spend like an entire day trying to cram your studies or a project or homework, whatever it may be. Also, along with that, buy an agenda or a calendar, and please write down your assignments when they're due. Also, any other events that you have or meetings coming up. My agenda was my best friend throughout college because, again, I wanted to get ahead. I wanted to see what was due the next week. And also, another tip, your professors don't care if you turn in an assignment late. They don't care enough to give you a good grade. They may give you a 0 for it being late, or they'll start to dock you points. Then, okay, there goes my phone. Also, going along with your professors, you need to communicate with them because they are your best friend as far as your grades go. Knowing that there is someone in control of how my grade ends up, you know, I would always communicate. I would always ask questions. I would always double check, always email them if something needed to be gone over again. So please talk to them. Use your campus resources. Anything that your campus or school offers you to help your success as a student, please take advantage of them because they really do just want to see you succeed, and that's just their job. This is like the most, I don't know, the biggest thing when it comes to being a freshman in college. The freshman 15. I'm here to tell you that the freshman 15 does not even have to be a thing. You don't have to gain weight. Honestly, guys, I lost weight at college, and it's because I have such a big spread out campus and I'm constantly walking. Also too, you do have to be conscious about what you take in, what you consume. And I would always try to make healthier decisions while I'm getting a meal. You know, I don't think I ever ate a burger at school. I definitely had my fair share of pizza, but it was maybe once a week, if that. My school was really good about having healthy options. I did get salads a lot. There was a healthy bar. I did get a lot of vegetables while I was there. And that's not to say that you have to do it all the time, because I get it. College is stressful, and sometimes I want to eat chips, and sometimes I want to have peanut butter M&Ms. Guilty pleasure, ate a lot of those. So I don't know, just be mindful. I know it's really hard because, I mean, you don't really think about that. You're not very concerned about that. I just know I've heard a lot of people that after they finish their freshman year that they wish they had thought more about exercising and eating better, I guess. And if your college has a gym, please utilize it. I'm not saying go full out, like sprint 20 miles on a treadmill, but like, you know, spend an hour at the gym and choose what you want to do however you want to. Next is to communicate with home. Now, fortunately for me, my house is, I don't know, not too far from where my school is, but I will say that I would have not stayed sane throughout my freshman year if it hadn't been for calling my mom every day. I would normally call her at night, you know, refresh my day, vent, yell, scream, cry, whatever, all of it. It's just really nice knowing that you have a support system even though you're X amount of miles away. Okay, another big thing, it's okay to fail. Now, I'm not saying blow every test that you have, don't do every homework assignment, don't do this, that, and the other. No. I'm saying it's okay to not understand something and maybe not do so well on a test that you think you could have done better on, because it's going to happen, and that's hard to accept sometimes. I like doing well. I love doing well on my assignments, and sure, it does upset me when I'm given a grade that I don't think I deserved or I thought I did better on, but there's always the next assignment, and that single thing that you didn't do so well on is not going to define the rest of your college career, because you can always improve upon it. I mean, it's not a, okay, you failed this, you're kicked out of college. Okay, you failed this, well, you have to retake this course. No. Just breathe, okay? Just relax and do the best you can on everything. Okay, and my last tip that I am going to give you guys is to be yourself and to just have fun, because college is so fun. There are so many new things you're going to be exposed to and so many new people, and if you be yourself, you're probably more likely to meet other people like you. And although I may not have made 20 new friends this year, you know, I met a lot of amazing people, and I have college to thank for that. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a comment below and tell me if you're still in school and what grade you're in. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, best wishes, and I hope you are all having a great summer.